What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to my Assassinate Flashpoint challenge run. Today we're going to start out with a siege and see where the game takes us afterwards. We've got the Opera exit here against the Fenian for Dusty Diamond, who's already influence capped. And that's fine with me. We've got 5 people. We got extra move points because sieges always come that way. This is the team. If I recall correctly, I didn't screw up any of the installed mods. I don't see any silencers or anything, so I think we're gonna be okay. Yeah, we're looking all right like this. Let's go ahead and hopefully have a good time with it. We're on the ground here. Dusty wants to make a show of strength, so crush them. Take cover. They're gonna try to press for every side. Need every scrap of tactical advantage we can get. Take the high ground, setting up overlapping fire zones. This is going to be an all-out war. Let's wipe them. We're going in. We get hot intercept in a siege. It turns out, actually, the way that this map is set up, it's not us being surrounded, though there are definitely a lot of guys here. Now, it's worth noting, we can partially get into spots where, you know, we do or don't get seen. I mean, these guys can easily get into range to shoot at us. It's not going to take long for them to get, you know, a little bit over. So, weirdly, these guys in the front will actually have to go around a little bit to reach us, but realistically, okay, I can delay to 18. That's good. I'm going to have Bubbles throw Strike Zone in vaguely this area. I'm going to have him put JTAC down right around here for most of the team. And then I would like someone with an assault rifle or like fanning or something to do a lot of the early work. That's going to be a little bit difficult, though. What I would like to do, that's going to be 20 meters away. So as long as these guys aren't threatening, and to be fair, right now they are, so maybe we have to go somewhere like this instead. If I'm here, I can lock this down with Overwatch. That seems really good to me. So I'm going to have him take his turn to just run out here, put another JTAC area down, or even just go into Deathwatch and let Rhino put that down, something like that. Let's just set this up already, because I think these guys are going to be hard to kill, and so I want to be as sort of clean as I can be. Let's pop Nest. I have 3 attacks, so I can spend 1 and then do a little bit more later. This guy's going at 15, so I can delay and it will still be fine. So I'm going to delay to 15. Or, yeah, I'm going to... There we go. Delay to 15. That'll be fine. Oh, no, sorry. These are both captains. They're both scary. Okay, that's not possible. So first shot's going to be kind of mid. Okay, it's some damage at least. Then we're going to go ahead and go into Deathwatch here, which should work out alright. I'll have to make sure to use my buffs, though. That should be fine, though. Alright, so if I stop here, I get these 3 in the cone. If I walk farther up, I get more. It's going to only hit 7 people, so... Or 7 bullets, rather, and it's 3 bullets per person. So I think we start here and then figure out the rest later. Target the wildfire first. It should be 3 plus 2 plus 2. Crit shred. I mean, yeah, lots of crit chance overall. We just basically do the same thing again. And I think that's all of them dead, which is good news. I have 2 AP left, as well as some move points. I cannot easily guarantee they don't have line of sight on me. This doesn't even count as cover, so I'm pretty worried that these guys walk up and get real threat. So I think I'm going to walk out like this, just be in the spot in a little bit of no man's land. Maybe more like that. That should be blocked out pretty well. I believe this blocks like all line of sight, so not too dangerous yet. I'm going to have Rhino throw down JTAC to make this guy pretty comfortable. I'm going to aim it somewhere like that. That should be fine. So to give him some accuracy, make these shots look okay. I'm pretty tempted to strike zone them as well, just to really make sure his Overwatch shots hit. I think that's worth it. Now I want to figure out what else I want to do. Looks like I can shoot from here and it's fine. I've got these 2 in the railgun line of sight. That seems pretty good to me. Let's do that. Shoot the captain first. He's the more armored one, so he's the one who requires, you know, the railgun finesse. There's the crit. Thank you very much. Good job. Nobody's in pistol range. I'm going to spend 1 AP going back into being hidden. And then I think we're relatively safe up here that these guys aren't going to make it up to line of sight with 5 AP. So I'm going to go ahead and hit a bunch of delays and see if I'm right about that. If I'm wrong, I'll be sad, but I actually think we'll be fine. I am tempted to throw Rewind down on somebody, but I'm not in a huge rush. They can all delay past me. You're going to walk up. You're going to be stopped in place. You're going to run up. Hopefully you don't have range on us. I don't think you do. Yep, you're fine. You're caught now as well. Great crit. And thanks to Nest's pure damage, you're kind of chilling there. You happen to run into strike zone. Thank you very much. You're going to put the buff grenade down. That's fine. You can double check what they do exactly. It is, yeah, accuracy, crit chance, initiative, and move points. Those are all definitely pretty scary. Do not want to let them get more attacks off. But ultimately, it looks like, well, realistically, that guy could be able to get in range for stuff. But for now, we delay. You're going to just take cover there. I don't think you have a shot. Overwatch cone does not matter to me. I'm going to have Rhino step out to over here and put an Overwatch cone on this. I think it is correct. I want to be inside of JTAC. I want to have some cover, but that's not going to happen, really. That doesn't look the best. I mean, I don't hate this, but I really don't love it. I want to send as many people as I can. I guess if I go forward like this, it's not too bad, and I have a clean shot at this doorway. And I'm not in your Overwatch because these things are blocking the line of sight. So I think this is okay. Wrong button. J to switch weapons, and Death Watching right here I think is quite reasonable. Let's see, can Joanne get anything really cool here? I would like to walk up to that. Let's go ahead and trigger vector to get rid of recoil. As I run up, stay behind this cover, and I'm going to have direct line of sight on you two. Make sure I don't waste too many action points. That's going to be me in a safe spot right here. Again, you can't hit me because you can't. 3,000 damage is pretty incredible. I'm hoping that this cone really is narrow enough that I can just walk out and I'm not getting hit here at all. I'm going to hope that that's true. I'm outside of JTAC, whatever. I'll take my reload. You're in strike zone, but you're also in cover. So this is not going to be the best chance to hit, but... Oh, you know what? This is a good time for flush. Flush, even if it misses, will reduce cover bonus. Okay. That's fine. Some other person can kill that guy later on. You're fine where you are. You're going to walk up into, hopefully... Nope, you missed. It's understandable, honestly. Alright, gives you some space to work with. Looks like I'm not worried about running out of people to attack with. My initiative rolls are good for next turn. Really just no threats here at all, so... We get to make a few of these guys waste their action points, which is good. And then clean them up afterwards. We'll see when the reinforcements start coming in, but they're not here just yet. 60% to hit. Hard cover gets dropped by 25%. Let me double check. Yep, flush is 25% hit chance. Functionally. Pretty good. Static here can't do much more. We'll just let her reload. Bubble should be totally fine in knocking this dude down and everything else, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, nothing spawned this turn. I'm going to wait and try to get someone else to get this kill. Try to preserve ammo in a gun that's hard to reload. This shot here is going to be decent, but won't kill unless I crit. But 70% crit chance means I do, so thank you very much. And I'm going to still stay here. Nest and hit streak will time out, but it's fine. Double check a couple things real quick. Okay. Alright, so I think you are fine. I think Static does not need... Well, you know what? I actually do want Static to trigger her bonuses, so I'm going to run her all the way up here and go for claw attacks. That way she can be buffed up for a future turn. This guy's going to die. Great. And I will run you toward the middle so you can ambush whatever the spawns end up being. It's going to put you there. I'm going to have Joanne be somewhere like that. That should be acceptable. I guess I'll reload. I have a spare action point, so why not? Similar here for the Cyber Knight. I have spare action points, so why not? I'm going to put you sort of over here. There's likely to be spawns in this vague area. Maybe that's wrong, but we'll see what happens. Might as well reload you, and Honestly, you're already in a pretty good spot. I'm just going to leave you here. Alright, first reinforcement wave is on the way. Okay, they are over there. I don't have the best coverage against that. More hostiles coming up. Okay, so that's the first spawn, and they can easily get line of sight on static going up here, and they can get line of sight on Panther. I'm going to have them both take a step back, and then make them kind of rush out into the open. I think you're a little open as well, which is a little scary, so I'm going to use look ahead to drop you by 2. Let's everyone else go first. I'm going to stand behind this wall to make sure they can't get line of sight on me. Rhino is okay. This is wall in the way. Static, I'm going to move just a little bit to hide her. Now they can't, I think, realistically at all get direct line of sight forever. I can let them run at me. You're fine. You're fine. Joanne is going to be in a somewhat weird spot. I'm just going to put you behind the Cyber Knight, and I can bump initiative later if needed. Should be not a big deal. Your turn is done, and what are these guys going to go do? Well, there's no way you have a shot, right? Cool. Rhino is at 7, and does not have a shot either. I'm going to leave her where she is. I think it's actually fine. Static has no way of getting any fights here, so unfortunately I did not do a good job of manicuring my initiative, such that I was going to be in a... I was going to have the ability to delay the right amount. Well, you're right there. Okay, so Cabo rolled well, but Cabo, I guess, could run here and shoot, so it matters a little bit. I'm going to have Bubbles just throw long-range JTAC over here and buff these guys up. I think you're fine. Otherwise, where you are, you can stay put. I think striking you twice... Let's see, you're at 20. Yeah, if I don't kill you, I'm going to be a little bit afraid here. If the first... Okay, I'm going to swing and use the battery to do bonus damage. This actually might kill. Okay, you're basically dead, but you're not actually dead. So, what I think I need to do is buff my own initiative. That way, I'm definitely always going first. You're at 20. You're at 20. My minimum roll... Wow. I could actually roll below. I think the odds of being killed by you are really, really low, and at worst I can run her over for... Actually, I'm not even sure I could do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is actually end my turn right now. That way I'm guaranteed to roll at least a 20, which means I can always kill Gakko and then use some kind of debuff on Cabo to slow that one down. So I am always safe if I do this. Nothing... Okay, cool. I didn't roll the literally lowest possible initiative roll, but still, this guaranteed that I was going to be not, you know, risk dying for no reason. Keep your heads down. More enemies incoming. Indeed. Let's see. All right, no one else rolled all that well, which I already knew, I guess. Down you go. Big damage. I am tempted to run up and stun you. This was not the last wave as far as I can tell. Stunning you seems pretty worthwhile. I'm not going to get reach there. That's going to be no problem. I think, yeah. Walk up and stun seems pretty acceptable. Okay, that's 2 actions gone from you. It looks pretty obvious that there's not going to be anything... Okay, I like this quite a lot. I'm going to go up here, Overwatch. It's only going to catch one of them, but that's fine. You have an Urban Assault, and you're first. So I'm just going to stop you somewhere, like maybe down the steps kind of here. That should be pretty good, I think. Let's go ahead and have you put a JTAC buff down to catch a homie. Cool. Let's see. How far away is... That's hard to say. Okay, so if you're 35 meters away, that means this is, like, right around here is 35 meters. So what I want to do, I think, is be in a spot where I can get one extra Overwatch shot, and that's kind of it. And then we can do this, and it'll lock them basically all in place. You're stunned. Static's gonna have a hard time doing anything. I'm just gonna run her this direction, which should hopefully make more of these guys run out this way. Okay, I'm gonna be here. It is possible they run down like this to take this shot. That is really unlikely, but it's theoretically possible. I think I'll be okay. Okay, you chose to stop early. Okay, well, you're gonna get caught. You're stopped here. Alright, so if the railgun shots go well, Joanne has very little to do. Well, that's actually not true. She can run up and start fragging this guy. It's going to be pretty good damage. Double check the weapon stats. It's 266 ballistic, 162 pure. Decent enough base accuracy, and of course, yeah. That's a shred. It was already 200 damage. Now it's going to be like 500 damage. Okay, 360, good enough. Well, that's your kill. I'm safe over here. Oh, you have line of sight. Shoot. Yeah, that makes sense. You could... Yep. I am thankful you missed both, but I only had 25% cover, so that was not a guarantee. Okay, Gamma rolled well. That's of concern. What I think I want to do is run all the way up here. Let's see, you rolled a 16 and the rest of my team all rolled above that. So what I'm going to do is run up here, use the pulse generator to drop everyone's evasion to functionally 0, and then claw the shit out of them. Actually, I might as well use Crimson Vector. That's not guaranteed to be in range. Okay, we'll start here. If Crimson Vector doesn't work, that's fine. I can just run like normal. But I'm still going to try. Great, that puts me right there, which is fine. It's going to cost me 1 AP to move anyway, so it's basically free damage. We get good damage here. Blades take you down. I get 2 AP back, and you're the easier one to go for. So I'm going to walk up to you. I'm going to eye laser you with my 1 AP. There's nothing else that costs 1 AP. Now you have no evasion and some crit chance on you. Claw 1. Claw 2. Good job. Great. You're now easy to hit. Your initiative is 13. We're going to be fine here. These aren't the best shots. In fact, I think I'm going to strike zone you. I'm going to yield to Rhino so that Rhino can try to shred armor. 100% chance to hit. We just have a million buff stacked here. It's baseline 75. 10% from high ground. 20% from strike zone. 40% from the pulse generator. And then 34 from... I have a bunch of baseline long range accuracy buffs because Rhino has those as traits, as well as everything else. Oh no, my optimal range isn't there. Yeah, don't care. First shot, crit for 350. We get the shred, and you're done. Alright, I believe there are still reinforcements for one more wave here. So we're just going to wait around and see what these guys try to do. I think you're fine where you are. Joanne can reload. Static is chilling. Alright, one more wave, I think. Yep. Alright, they're over there. Oh, 2 more waves. Okay. Incoming, take them out. They are the last ones coming. Alright. So I am in some level of danger here. We also do get strike, or every other tool back this turn, which is good news. I am pretty tempted to simply run away as fast as I can, or take 1 step forward, hope I can get a claw kill, and then run away. I get 2 strikes. And what I'm tempted to do is... So here's the weirdness. Obviously, I don't want to block my teammates' possible line of sight, and like these guys can shoot at me as well. If I Urban Assault, it's not even that good. I want to get Tactical Surge buffed by Panther. I'm going to do a short yield so that Panther can try to Tactical Surge. This does catch her. That's good news. It catches everyone. That's perfect. Alright, that'll make things a little bit easier. Don't have line of sight on anything here. Okay, tempted to stand here and then wait to see what I can do later on in the turn. I can yield down to 1, so that'll be really chill. So that'll be fine. Static, I think... I don't think you can solo this entire group, but it's like not that far from true. So like if I'm back here, they still have line of sight on me, right? So like that's no good. I can hope that the railgun damage is good enough to kill, but one of the concerns here is like I'm unsure if I can print enough AP. I think it'll be pretty close. Let's try some stuff. So 30% crit on you. I'm just gonna hit you with the bat. Yeah, so the crit now means that my claws are going to look pretty good. I'm pretty sure I want to hit you with the... Well, let's see. Let's start going for some claw stuff. Down goes 1. It's a bunch of AP. Great. I'm thinking I want to go for another claw attack on I kind of do want to go for claw attacks on you. Or let's claw you, see if we can get the kill entirely. Okay, it's looking really unlikely. So let me switch to the bat. Bat is likely to kill. Yep, cool. And then I think I might use the bat just to stun. Oh, we crit, which means you're maybe just dead. Claws cost nothing. We didn't crit. I should spend my 4 AP getting a safety, though. Not standing here. I mean, it's probably okay with Overwatch cones, but, like, you're stunned anyway. Someone can clean you up, no problem. Let me just be in actual cover. Stand here. End turn with 1 AP, which puts me in cover bonus. I should feel decent. I do have Death Watch still. I also have Nest backup, which is pretty sweet. I don't mind not being in cover. I think it's fine. Okay, I'm just gonna... I probably should fight from here, though. And just have high cover instead and make sure it's safe. That's almost certainly the right choice. Let's stand here. Pop Nest. Do I have Strike Zone on Rhino? Yes, I do. Okay, let's short yield. That lets Rhino Strike Zone these guys. That looks like it's going to be in range, but let me take at least a step forward, make it a little bit cozier. And that's not in range, so I guess I've got to fight from here. Half cover's not great, but I think it's acceptable. I'm going to be putting them in Overwatch anyway, so it's probably fine. This guarantees they can't really act. So, putting it there so we can catch the Warmachine just in case. Don't know why I would need it, but again, just in case. You're already in Strike Zone, so we'll Strike Zone you guys. And I think Overwatching both of them is correct. If I want to shoot one, Overwatch one. You're pretty frail. I think shoot you, then Overwatch. Only one shot is acceptable. Big damage. Okay, we have one charge of Overwatch here, which I think is fine. Bubbles gets a shot here. No matter who I shoot, they basically die, so let's go ahead and just kill you. Thank you very much. And then... since you already have an Overwatch going, I want to delay and make sure everything's going to be safe. You should be fine where you are. This guy's caught. You should be fine where you are as well. You walk. You get crit. Goodbye. Alright, what do you roll next turn? A 20. Okay. Turns out static rolled a 21, so it's fine. That's why I did it, because I didn't know for sure if there was going to be any threat here. So I'll just Overwatch cone you. Joanne probably just gets the kill herself, to be honest. Let's go ahead and trigger vector to not have any recoil on the play, and then... she can't get in reach. 29 meters away. Okay, well, we'll just run you straight forward. Okay, this guy's caught in Overwatch. Although, running up is kind of silly if... It's whatever, it doesn't really matter. You're there. Panther does have a -2 if I need it. To be... I mean, static can always go here, but... To be safe, why not? Let's just -2 you. Alright, you want to do the honors? Enjoy your claws. They're on 5. Yep. Down you go. See you, nerd. Enemy assault team is broken. They don't have enough force left to press the advantage. We've done it. Excessive firepower wins again. And pretty fun characters overall. Go us. They came, we kicked their teeth in, and none of them went home. Didn't expect to find a Cyberknights team coiled and waiting when they rolled in. That's why I hire you. I had a feeling you'd make an example out of this. Fenian won't hesitate to try again, but we've bodied them nicely. So, solid XP here. Joanne's name is now Tractor. Gotta say, it's one of my more favorite names. I think that they're always pretty silly, but Tractor, one of the sillier ones. Otherwise, just getting paid. Let's go ahead and spend our points here. So, I was going to invest Rhino into being able to cleanly reload her railgun. So, we're going to go up this way. And then... Yeah, because there's no real crit damage there, I'm not bothering for crit chance stacking. This is often not great. Wait, no, is this the better one? Right, this one only has a 1-turn duration. This one's actually kind of weak overall. This one's actually pretty good, because you can get this to last for 3 turns of the buff. So I'm probably going to start pathing either... actually, kind of did crit damage. So yeah, I guess we'll path up here and grab Quiet Kill. Or I start going into Soldier. One of those is going to be the options. I'm not sure just yet which. Don't care too much about Perimeter Eye. Zero Sight has minor benefit. Weak Shot definitely not. Nest's not worth it because I'm using Railguns. Yeah, it's either Quiet Kill or going into into a different class like Soldier. Probably not into Gunslinger because I want to use Spine Implant for something else. Warmachine gets +2. This lets me max out Redlined with another 10% kinetic damage and a move point on top, so huge buff there. Pretty happy with that one. I wouldn't hate the 10% damage on claws, but anywhere I can get kinetic damage is like strictly superior, basically. The question I sort of have now is, do I want to go into Pulse Gen Master? Do I want Silent Stalker? Do I want to go for anything here? I don't personally really like Laser Master overall. Just like, I think eye lasers are just sort of weak in general. Yeah, I get some accuracy here. I don't self-damage, but like the base cooldown is still like 4 or 5, I think. And just because I have 3 base charges, that's like still not better than just using a real gun. So, other than Stun Strike being good and probably not quite worth me getting more investment here, I may consider Berserk Haze. I will pretty clearly trigger it one more time in any given mission. And going all the way here for 1 move point, probably not worth it. I believe the buff duration is only 1 turn, so spending a +5 to get a move point 3 to 4 times, not really. That's just not worth it. I think it's pretty inefficient. Yeah, getting charges of claws back is kind of nice, but I think I'm gonna move towards Pulse Gen Master. The minus health doesn't really matter. The cooldown doesn't really matter. The AP cost is nice, but again, it's spending 4 points or 5 if you count a travel node just to make me not have to have that happen. The damage is just too... Yeah, I can't imagine this being like properly point efficient to where I care. What's weird is I think I would go Directed Pulse, but I have to go through a bunch of stuff to get it. I have to spend 3 travel nodes here, and I don't love the nodes here. I don't have much crit chance for crit damage to matter. I don't care about the will and the built-in armor very much. Yes, will is cyber weapon damage, but meh. So I think the next part of my build, because I think I can maybe go Crimson Vector range. I don't hate this. Going to 12 will pretty clearly save me AP once in a while. Problem is the base cooldown's kind of long, which is a bit rough. I do like Burn Surge a decent amount here. Dropping cooldown to 3 and then getting an extra action point, and then coming through here and getting the rest of it. I think I might be willing to max this out and it'll look decent. I think it's going to be my next set of plays. Yes, basically the only other thing I would care about here is probably Ash Protocol. Maybe Nova Beam is good. Keep in mind I have a lot of like kinetic damage increases here, and Nova Beam is kinetic damage. The nice thing is when you go through here and do this kind of stuff, you're like bam here, bam here. Now Ballistic as pure is not actually that good. You know what, actually? I think that would actually help Warmachine be a slightly stronger class, even though it would make not a lot of like sense in fiction, is if lasers did kinetic damage, and these were like kinetic as pure up here as well, and it said no, the entire class is built around dealing kinetic / pure damage. Your pulse generators mostly deal kinetic, your claws mostly deal kinetic, some of them do pure, some of these do pure, and if your lasers also did kinetic, you actually have you'd really enjoy your synergies. And it would let you cross-pollinate a bit better. It would also mean that strength is clearly a way better stat than will. Will is 1% cyber weapon damage, and strength is 2% kinetic as pure, which is like, well, just clearly strictly superior for running kinetic damage weapons. But it would allow me to feel better about nodes like these, for example, as I'm taking them on the way up to this. Because I think Ash Protocol is decent. It's cool as corpse removal, and if I'm already at Burn Surge, it's 2 nodes away. The unfortunate thing is these nodes are ballistic as pure, which doesn't help my claws at all. And it's nothing but a Nova Beam, which is like probably actually kind of playable. So what I'm going to do is go here. I'm unsure if I want to invest deeply or not. then it's travel into grab Nova Beam, and then travel into grab Ash Protocol. And I don't know if I really need range here. I don't know if I super care about dropping the cooldown to 4, but like, it is cool to melt corpses. And Nova Beam, I mean, with getting a bunch of kinetic as pure, could be decent. We can give it 50% more damage, which is probably not quite enough, but can bring the radius up to 10. I'm not sure I really care. Again, what I'm also going to go for is up here into Burn Surge, and then figure out the rest later. Probably grab Predator Reflex before all that, and then later on, like level 15 area, look at this kind of stuff. That's probably going to be the build, honestly. I just like Middle Tree too much. Like, just to be the incremental value of Pulse Gen just isn't quite there. Other option would be Silent Stalker. Turn it on. I only get the damage up for 1 attack, though. 10% kinetic is pure. I can get a little bit of crit damage, but I'm not getting crit chance. And so unless someone else gives me the crit chance, which doesn't exist in Warmachine basically at all. You can see there's almost no nodes for tech. There's a couple up here. But, you know, oh, wow. 1 tech and 2 crit chance. Like, you don't have ways of really getting crit chance here. So, to be fair, you do through some pulse generators and some eye lasers can mint crit chance for you. But still. Anyway, spent enough time there. I'm still piecing through what I feel about Warmachine overall. I don't fully know. That's why I'm like spending time and trying to, you know, think out loud, and hopefully it's enjoyable for you. Anyway, yeah, gonna be waiting to be able to grab that, so we'll just grab plus charge on packet loss, and you're fine. Thank you to that. And okay, so we've got a legwork ready to go on offer in a bit. You're coming back from the cyber surgery. I'm waiting for Underworld Hub tokens to come through as best I can. I have no missions on offer, so I'd like to get people into surgery again as much as I can. You've only got 2 slots open right now. Would be going for probably better legs, and then a spine would be my guess, actually. Legs to handle more heavy-duty cyberware, but I need to bump someone who does street splicing first. Double checking my file sets. Need to increase this still. 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5 for you. Yeah, so I have a lot of 3 out of 5s here. So we're getting relatively close to being able to mint these and getting new contacts. Be looking forward to that. You have to bump my cold storage a lot to get 5-piece file sets, so that's probably my next major investment. And so let me see. Is there any other surgery I want to... Yeah, you're wounded, so no, but you have a display link, you have a display link. You should get one. Let's put this in for you. 5 days and some cash, that's fine. But I want to give you crit chance and all that fun stuff. You're in the trainer. You're busy recovering. Okay, I think we can play time forward because I believe there's no surgery I'm waiting for because I need to go for the cold storage nano scrubber group. I will also want counter intel 3 relatively soon. Okay, I think we're fine like this. Let's go ahead and play time. Okay, my hacker is back and recovered. I am tempted, by the way, to give her eye implants as well here. It's not terribly expensive, and she does have to go and do combat sometimes. So I'm going to do it. I think it's correct. Okay. The launch pad's pretty secure, but the employees can be bribed not to get a human on the shuttle, but something small and light like this crate. We can send Rhino. She'll be okay at it. 27% base chance is not horrible. Heat is not the end of the world. 7 days. It's the right place to look. Nice. Cool. All right. That's good. All right. So we're going to be in kind of a weird state. So this is a vignette story mission that I think it can give you a recruit. I believe that recruit links in with the early game recruits you're supposed to get every playthrough. It's why Remy has this Faction X Los Zagales trait. This was meant to allow her to spawn those early game, early recruits, but I'm basically missing a soldier and a vanguard that would come from that, which means I might have like 3 recruits flooding in relatively soon. So that means I'm going to need the barracks, you know, pretty early here. I'm going to run this as late as I can. so I can get these buildings done and actually have that line up. We can basically start this building the same time this convo comes in. Yeah, that'll be kind of the play here. Okay. So we'll just play forward. Your dedication goes down. Reduce loyalty by 10. It's not the end of the world. It's okay. Yeah, just going to play time forward. Height limit break for you. Wonderful. Which one would I rather have? So let's see. I can gain +1 crit chance and lower chance to double stress. Or I can gain +1 crit chance from tech and +1 accuracy, which is just pretty much clearly better. So we'll go this way. I don't know if this one has non-linear scaling in the crit chance. I know I can look it up, but I don't know what it is for sure right now. Either way, I think it's fine. So that's fine where that is. Stress limit break for you. Reset hype to 0. Sure. Yep. Understood. Okay, I'm going to treat this as a bug. I saw this twice now. Okay, so hype, crater, disc, stress break doesn't seem to reduce stress at all. My Scourge just limit broke and hit hype crater, and not only is his hype not 0, his stress is still 100%. Alright. Wait for the port to go through. There we go. Yep. And his hype ain't 0. He'll get another limit break soon enough. Okay, so you have come back. That's great. We still have some stressed people. Makes sense. Understood. You can't limit break while under surgery is my understanding. Could be wrong about that one, but I believe that's true. Let's keep letting time go forward. Okay, great. Counter intel pod. If I had money, could be upgraded, but it's going to be real expensive, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to instead increase my barrack size so I can hire more people. Off we go. Great. It's going to take 8 days. It's not the end of the world, though. Pixel's still getting XP, which seems fine. You're on Legwork for a little bit. We can get all the tokens we need in time, though, so we can boost this by... Oh, it's going to actually... Wow, nice. It's actually going to be level 3 in time, so I can get 25% per token, which would be pretty sweet. That'll be kind of nice. Okay, I'm not going to run this mission. So what I'm actually going to do is run other things to keep this on red for longer. I'm going to run the VIP assassination. I have reliable intel on FSC and a rare chance to assassinate a VIP. I need you to take it. Tell me more. There are many power plays in the Free Streets Compact. Some are out in the world where others prefer to stay hidden, out of sight, out of reach. Outside of a rare all-out battle, wouldn't get many chances to take out an FSC street boss. Got intel exactly where this power player is stepping out in the open. For a short second, yes. Only you can pull this off. The breakneck snuff is here. That sounds pretty fun. Mission planning. Let's see. We can delay reinforcement for 2 turns. Dusty owes us exactly 1 favor. I'm going to hold on to that one. I think we'll be fine overall. We're against power level 7 Free Streets Compact. Bubbles, of course, will refuse to go. So we'll run Jackknife and Tractor. Still love that her name is Tractor. That's wild. I do want to go back into having silenced weapons here for assassination missions. So, you're going to need... Let's see. Let me just... Yeah, here we go. Okay, sort by gear level. I think you holding this stuff is fine. I think you... probably going to unequip this revolver. And that. And that. Let's see. So, I'm going to have the gunslinger make her secondary a pistol. Oh, yeah, we also need you. Where are you? I need you to unequip your stuff. Okay. So, you're going to have revolver in one hand and pistol in the other. And that way, I can fanning for full damage, but also make completely normal progress every single turn with everything else looking good. Cybernite is going to be fine with... I guess I have... Yeah, I'm going to take the weaker one on you. I will take the better one on the Warmachine, as before. Drop the range by another 1 there. You're good. You're good. I have no optics or anything. I haven't gotten loot in forever. You can pistol people as needed. You've got this club still. That's solid. Scourge is going, and I've chosen this. I think it's still correct to run this SMG. It's not lovely, but it at least works. No spare optics or anything. Ooh, you know what No, I don't think I can do anything else here. Everything else that's being held is fine. As for armors, let's give you that one, and then, right, you're under-equipped. Let's give you Biostitch and an AT grenade. You're stressed, it is what it is. I think everyone has decent enough stuff here, right? I've got enough move speed mitigation that I'm not too worried about it, right? Cancel 5%, that's going to be fine enough with that. I cancel 15%, it's going to be fine enough with that. So we've got slightly better armor on most of these guys, which is fine. It's kind of what I want here. Everyone who needs something silenced has something silenced. We've got pistols or blades or SMGs and everybody, and some half-decent loud weapons as well. I think silenced AR is correct here, and I'm just going to be always kind of quiet. Alright, this is the team. I think it'll go pretty well. Again, no leverage I want. Power level 7, free streets compact. Here's our squad. And we're going to be ready to go. Let's have a great time. This is going to be an extremely tight hit. VAP be arriving soon. We'll head for the security zone. If they can reach it, we'll have missed our chance to take them out. We'll know where they show up at the end of turn 1. This map does have some boxes, by the way. Generally speaking, the squad's going to go left to right or right to left. We've got decently upgraded enemies. We've got a Z-Edge there. We've got the Z-Rusher here. No one's got heavy armor. FSC doesn't tend to on many of their guys. So let's see. What is our plan otherwise? I'm thinking, do I want to run this way and then across? And then we don't take this route? Or it's across then down, and then we don't take that route, right? Is this more dead space, or is that more dead space? I think this is more dead space, so going this way makes sense to me. We can always wait for the enemies to move. So no special sauce going on right now. Just hit Tactical Surge. Wait for them to run around. Identify a few of their movements. I'm going to try to have nobody come in as suspicious at any point, if I can help it. Everyone can delay. We can let Panther lead, which is not going to do much for us, actually. Static might be the best option, and I think if I run up and I stun you, I think it's fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be here. We reveal a few more guards. That's totally okay. Well, more than a few, I guess, but a good number of new guards. Let's see, I'm trying to be at a spot where she will have line of sight on him. And it's this, right? Line of sight on you, which means I can stun strike and it's fine. I think you're not going to spot me. I mean, that could be incorrect, but I'm going to be out of your vision cone natively. I'm here. You see me. It's fine, though. Stun strike you. Okay, your next action's not going to be anything. I'm going to preserve trigger vector for a turn that matters. I mean, I could fight from here, but I don't really want to be able to be easily seen by you. So let's just run out like this and save it for another turn. We are just using this turn to get away from where we were. If we didn't Tactical Surge, that would have been also okay. We would have simply stopped like here or so and still not been spotted, and that would have been very reasonable. But I use Tactical Surge on cooldown basically every time. I think it's pretty reasonable to do. As per usual, because we're +1 tally, we're going to be in a spot where we're going to escalate the moment the first the VIP spawns. So, nothing known by the Sec AI. Here's their exit. We're going to be coming from their exit toward them. That'll make the pathing really chill, really easy. They're headed for this zone. If they reach there, we lose. It's your turn, and you still know nothing, which is what's expected. If I can use not guns, that's better. I don't have to reload them. This does not count as sufficient cover to leap out from, unfortunately. So I have to kind of waste the AP, which is too bad. Wait, you really just like... Wait, why is it saying I have no... What's going on there? Why does the preview say I have nobody in range? You're right there. Okay, why is the preview bugged? That's weird. Yeah, why is... That's so weird. Why is the preview bugged? Does it not count him as... Okay, that's so weird. Okay, this... I think I know why this is happening. I'm going to report it that was a bug. Okay, so, low priority bug. Stunned enemies aren't counted in the bottom left in range / line of sight UI. Likely from the recent fix around stunned enemies seeing you. The weapon panel UI, bottom left corner, shows that, like, my target isn't in range. Pretty easy repro. Just equip a melee. While this guy is stunned, and, like, you know, put a preview move that's like 1 meter away. Alright. Figured it out. Which means I probably can lurch from this and it's fine. Wait for the report to go through. It's only UI bugs, not the end of the world. Okay, there we go. Yep, this should snap. I can see, right? There's a blue line right there. I don't know if you can make it out in the recording, but... Okay. There you go. You're gonna be right there. I don't have a blue line. Can I get one? I want a blue line, damn it. Okay, whatever. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna walk over. Will he strike? Yes. Okay. Sorry, that took way too long. I know that. I know it took way too long. You don't see anything. Not worried about it. Pretty sure we're going to play really slowly this turn, because making progress and stunning him is insufficient. He rolled a 20 again? Sheesh. Okay, that blocks line of sight at least. Wait, I should delay and see what you're doing. And if you run toward me, I can fight you. You're walking up and don't see me. You're over there. Okay, cool. There was a chance if she turned around and saw me right away, she would turn alert, this guy would turn alert, and then we'd be in a really, really sad spot, but we're okay. You're heading that way. Cool. You should dissolve this body. It's pretty much the correct idea. It's a lot of your AP gone, but that's fine. We walk. Yeah, if I go here, this is line of sight blocked. So that's going to be fine, right? We saw no gray line, so we know we're chilling. Another guard there. That's fine, too. Okay, we can take our time. We're going to get some escalations. It's not the end of the world. We'll have you grab this loot box. Let's see if we get anything good from the FSC. A ranged accuracy blueprint is not what I was looking forward to. If I stand here with 1 AP left, doesn't really change anything. I'm not going to get spotted. It's kind of whatever. But yeah, just going to kind of run the whole team up here. Be behind cover that should block line of sight cleanly. This guy should not be getting too threatening. We can run at this guy, no problem. There is a bit of a gap to close, but it'll be fine. We can get all the stuff that we need. I'm sure we can get the damage. Escalation, we'll see what it is in the preview, in the text. But nobody knows anything. Here they come. Oh, wow. It's a really short path, actually. I'm glad it chose to go this way. Assets on the ground. Focus on the target. Don't let the bodyguards get in the way. As soon as the VIP or any bodyguard is alerted, they will start fleeing and sprint towards the exit zone. Indeed, they will. You're walking around. Okay, the guards are at 10. I gotta make sure I'm not at 10, so I can delay past them. You cannot see me over there. Yep, 988. That's all fine. I think there is a risk this guy is going to, as I've seen before, he's going to just hit the, like, what's it called? Like, rallying cry, and, you know, we'll be sad, but they're all unaware. So let's hope it doesn't happen. But I have my suspicions that he's going to passively cast that ability, and he's going to turn his whole team alert. And the nice thing is, my entire team counts as hidden, so even if they are alert, they don't have info on me. I'm hunted, but only barely, and that's all. So, because of state decay, we're actually kind of alright. Even if they turn alert, they can't be in combat. They'll wake other people up, but we're not spotted, so it's fairly safe. They are doing nothing. He's walking forward. He does not wake up his team. That guy hits the button, but he's not the VIP, so it doesn't turn everyone angry. Great. You're walking towards me, which is kind of what I want. I'm thinking just full auto shooting is acceptable here. We've got to shred his armor somehow. It's going to be one of the better ways to do it. He's angry. We get the shred finally. I suspect we will have enough damage. You are spotted. That is always a little bit of a scare. Who is best at this? I mean, he doesn't have any good armor anymore. There's a lot of value in tox cutting these guys on the way over. What is... I think... What? Is 4 AP the right amount? Yeah, I think if I... What is the right... I'm just basically trying to maximize AP, by the way. It's not going to be hard to kill him. I'm trying to maximize my gains. So, yeah, I can shoot it... Okay, I have to get within 14 meters to shoot realistically. If I'm here, that's 15 meters. That gives me full auto with Biocoat. And then 1 AP for whatever I want. So, Biocoat, full auto. 6-6 to hit is not guaranteed, but I have 3 shots here, so the odds of missing are like 1 in 27. I think I landed 2 bullets there. Certainly not dead. I'm going to yield to wait to see if I need a Venom Trap. Just going to have you not go for this. No, you're going to go here. And full auto likely fully kills him. That's looking pretty good. Let's just take him down. Down you go. I'm pretty far from your vision cone. I'm not worried about you. Jackknife can run forward. I'm going to go hug this area and go for this box. And then loop up this way, grab this stuff, and get out. Ton of influence if I get it done early. That said, influence is not a primary concern. The contact running this mission for already is at maxed out influence here. Okay, this does not count as a line of sight blocker, which is odd because this did. And look very similar. They're not the same. This blocks nothing at all. This isn't almost any kind of cover. It would actually be literally not cover at all. Okay. I don't know if that's correct or not, but I'm going to report this. I think this might be... Okay. We'll give it as feedback. This map prop doesn't count as cover, but I think it should. This big, tall metal thing that's at the end of my movement preview doesn't block LOS or count as cover. I think it should do one or both. And when it goes through, cool. So I will use the trash bags then, as they count as cover and should then block line of sight as well. Not too worried about the other guards catching up and seeing me, so I think this should still be safe. You can go to end your turn and have your cover bonus. There is one corpse, but its timer has not run out yet. We've dissolved the other one, so... You're gonna... Yep. You're gonna run down to the hyena tonight. Good for you. You're still doing nothing. You are on the move. Ah, you found a corpse. Okay. I did not know you were going to find that corpse, but you have. Okay, you're out there. You've traded... Okay, so the suspicious status is chained, right? He saw a corpse right here, just barely. It's really unfortunate. This guy got close enough to share the status. Actually, it made his entire group do that. And then you shared status by this guy being nearby. And of course, yeah, because of the buff that gave the extra move point, you got closer. Because this guy did Rallying Cry, it got everyone else into a state of angst. And as soon as this guy turns aggressive, by the way, as soon as he gets angry, everyone else will also get angry. I will need my Cyberknight to go first next turn, so that I can tactical surge and boost the team. Now, thankfully, these guys are all pretty frail, right? It's a couple of skipjacks. The problem is they have extra accuracy and extra move distance, so it's going to be a little tough, but it is what it is. Oh, you are close by to me. This is going to be real spicy, actually. All right, they're all suspicious now. This is going to be... Okay. Oh, no, I don't like this. I don't like this. Yeah. Okay, there's a lot of people right here. And I don't have any of my sniper buffs, so my damage is actually kind of crap. Okay, I'm going to need a brainworm. Best brainworm is... Okay, so how do we do this? Best Tox Cloud is you two. I would like to brainworm someone if I can. So if I'm here, right, if I'm here, 11 meters is only -9 to hit, which isn't terrible. I'm in range to brainworm one person. It might be that grunt captain, just because... Oh, wait, ooh, I've got to be careful. You still have a turn to go. Okay, let's not be too hasty. Tractor's going to do an absolute infinity amount of damage. That'll be nice. Okay, you're going away, which is kind of nice for me, actually. Okay. So, Tractor's going to deal a hell of damage. Probably outright kills 3. Problem is, I can't get the initiative where I want it. A little bit too bad. I'm thinking I want to pre-compute myself no matter what. So, where's Panther? Yeah, pre-compute myself, which means I go first next turn and can tactical surge. That is important to me. Shooting these guys is okay, but not amazing. A stutter is okay, but not amazing. I can always do it next turn because, like... Yeah, I could theoretically min roll. I could save 1 AP at the end. That way I min roll 20 and I'm guaranteed first. Or I can also throw down... Look ahead. Okay, you guys who are rolling 20 are way too far away to matter. You're not going to be able to threaten me, I don't care. Okay, then I think it's gunshots on you guys. It's fanning, kills these two every time. And... Tox Cloud, whatever the rest of it looks like. Decent damage for the beginning. Let's shoot at you, actually. Not bad. These guys are alert. Static is here. Static, unfortunately, has very few action points, which is not what I wanted out of this, but it is what it is. If I put you here, you can urban assault them, and it's pretty chill. You're still not guaranteed the kills, but I can mess around with that with Panther, and it will be okay in the long run. That's what I still believe is true. So, you're... No! Your line of sight blocked. Crap. Do I want to go for claws instead, then? If I go here, you're definitely dying to claws. But you're gonna... I mean, I'm probably fanning you anyway, but... I think it's run here. Crimson Vector out that way. Yeah, let's use claws. Let's use claws. It's fine. Crimson Vector you. That'll leave me still in range. Decent damage. You're angry, so everyone else is going to be angry. That's fine. I think Pulse Generator here is fine. With 1 AP, I can get in a range of you, no problem. Okay, we get some decent damage there. Get to now take you down. Bam. Action points and stuff printed. I'm huge. Scary thing is you would hear my footsteps. I don't want you to be angry at me. If I crouch, I don't get in range of you. So I'm going to have to crouch walk to here. I don't care that you're angry. We'll kill you anyway. Don't know what you're doing, but I can get my initiative to where I want it to go. Bat guarantees the kill. Ripper Blades are also basically going to guarantee the kill. First Ripper Blades are actually free. What's correct for me to do here? Yeah, these guys are getting fanninged. I'm not worried about that. Panther almost did min roll, by the way. I rolled 2 above what I could have at the very bottom end. Don't know what you're doing yet. If I bat strike, I can't move. If I claw, I can at least duck down a little bit farther. I can't yield behind anybody, though. But I think I want to claw you and then get to some degree of safety. Maybe this is silly, but I don't want to have to, like, do shenanigans to not get hit by you. So if I'm here, I'm behind some cover. And so you're less likely to find me. I don't know if this is correct, but it's where I'm at. Okay, so it's your turn. If I put you here, I don't know if Fanny's going to be wide enough. I'm just going to have to hope it is. Let's trigger vector to not have any recoil. Wait, I could have sworn I could have gone farther up before I used trigger vector. Am I? Oh, it was previewing me as ducking, that's why. Okay, okay. Fanning here's 27 meters, though. That's not going to be accurate at all. No, it's not. Okay, then there's no reason to try to put you in the cone. I don't think. Not really. Okay, then we optimize for getting these two in it. Oh, shoot, the problem is you rolled well on initiative, which means that's actually spicy for me again. Okay, 18 meters, and you're at 11. I hope Fanning catches both those. I actually don't know if it does. Ew. Okay, let's go somewhere like this, which will put them both in the Fanning cone, that I can hide behind some box somewhere. So you're angry. Fanning, though, is for sure going to look nice. Down you go. That's what I wanted to see. The target is down. Time to get off the killing floor, and it is going to be back exactly where I spawned. At least that's one of the exits. Don't know where the other one is. Or if it even is one. Nope, there's only one. You are alert. And I'm going to hide behind this wall. I think that's okay. You're going to still be buffed. You're still going to be buffed. They are suspicious, but nothing more than that. Hiding behind this wall seems fine to me. Static roll to 16? Well, you'll go before those guys. We're not getting that much extra tally, actually. Right? We're actually getting basic tally, it looks like. Nothing else going on here. I'm going to hide you there, though, so you don't get shot. Jackknife does not have much he can do reliably. That's not going to be in brainworm range. I don't even think I did brainworm these guys, so... What can I do that's productive? I don't want to Toxic because I have to run into it. I'm going to Venom Trap. I'm going to go here. Stand behind this. And because I want to do something, I'm going to throw this down and get a little bit of damage. Doesn't do a lot for me, but... again, if I Toxic, I have to go through it. Because I'm grabbing this box and coming across the map. And yeah, we're going to be like... You know, even though I could get down to here, like, really easily, secondary means nothing to me. It's influence on a guy I don't need limit breaks on. Reinforcements, okay. Oh, they've got a Pobot. Okay. Well, let's try to clear out from them as best we can. And Jackknife rolled a 10. He rolled below these guys. If they roll right toward me... Okay, cool, cool, cool. And there are no security events. They're only going to go to where their patrol is set, but the patrol could easily be right toward me. And you guys have not been told to do anything with a sec AI. You are alert, and I can't get ahead of you, so let's just see what happens. You're on patrol. You might get a shot. Like, don't get me wrong, it's very possible for you. I think you're out. Yep. Okay, so these guys rolled at minimum of 12. I should have used look ahead on them. I griefed by not doing that. I only have 2 people for this. But you have so many action points. You have so many action points that I'm sure I can just do whatever the hell I want for at least a little bit. Sadly, I'm not in the range that I want to be. It's too bad. It is what it is. Let's be, 1.9 meters away, and then I'll go for you afterwards, but this should be okay. Tractor can probably help clean up. I think this is acceptable, and that I'll be fine, and I can do all the damage I need. I think I have enough attacks. I really hope I'm right. First strike looks pretty good. I kind of want to just bat twice here. I think it's slightly correct. Okay, with 4 AP left. You are... Shoot, you are going a little bit. You're going in a little bit. Okay. If I'm here... You have to come up here to get line of sight, which is possible. If I'm here, you have to come all the way here to get line of sight. And I'm hidden from you, which is probably more correct. And I am in range. It tells me I will jump out from cover to strike. So I will not bat, because I will bat to stun if I need it at the end. I'm going to claw as much as I can, which is, looking pretty mid. So I will power slice you. I will stun you so that you can't act. Even some minus evasion at the end there for fun. Tractor can wait. We can kill this guy however we want down the line. Going down to 9 I think it's fine. We're going to be okay. You know nothing. You are in combat. You might get a shot. Okay, I think you ran too far. Yeah, you know nothing. You are stunned. You rolled a 19. Static rolled below that. You found a corpse. I don't believe... You can't share status because they're stunned anyway. But he's angry for good reason. Okay, so that's a good initiative roll. If I use look ahead, we're fine. Let's see. Where are these guys going, by the way? They are heading upstairs right in the way that I'm trying to go. That sucks. If I look ahead, you... Static goes ahead. Goes before you. You're at 19, so I can make that kind of both... I can make that true for both of you, basically. I think somewhere in the middle here is like the correct spot to be. Drop you both below Static's initiative roll. That's good news for her. Jackknife's guns are really loud. I think him toxic clouding towards these guys is decent. It won't do much to the robot. It'll debuff it and only give it like... It'll give it like the crit vulnerability, nothing else. If you want to see the preview, by the way. Yeah, accurate shotguns. Okay, so let's see. What do I want? I would like to keep you from reporting the corpse. That's looking a little unlikely. Actually, it looks like it's not generating tally anyway, so it's not the end of the world. We have no bonus tally, but we do have events that are going to send guards toward me. Now, I can shoot once, then reload. Am I worried about what they can do? Yeah, you rolled a 19, which means I'm... And yeah, and if Draco doesn't get killed, I'm pretty afraid here. And also, the entire squad's going to walk up. 1, 2, 3, 4... They're all going to be, like, right here at the end of the turn. So that's like a real spot to fight from. How do I deal with all of this? I can't fully hide from you. There's a lot of good initiative rolls. Man, what do? I can use Brainworm some of it, right? I could Brainworm one of these guys when they come up, probably the Shotgunner. Help me kill the Pobot. I want to save a stutter for the Pobot as well. That's not hard though. Do I care if he's loud? Not a ton. I think him shotgunning that guy loudly is acceptable. Hit chance sucks there. Hit chance kind of actually even more sucks there. Man, what do I do? What do I do? Like, sorry, I'm torn between, can I optimize for like no security events? But what I should be really thinking is, can I optimize for not freaking dying? This guy's at 22 and is aggro. And I'm not going to beat him in initiative, most likely. Tractor maybe has damage, but it's not guaranteed. So I'm tempted to just like delay you by a ton to make sure we're safe. Although if they're up here, they're not gonna hear gunfire anyway, so I can wait on the CK and go last. I think Jackknife needs to actually get stuff done though. Yeah, cannot get outside of earshot is a big problem. So my damage potential is pretty limited here. This SMG is not going to do a lot of damage to this guy. Like, that guy's not going to die anytime soon. I can maybe just delay him to 13. And kill him on a different turn. I think that's not unreasonable. Which means the play might just be... Ah, darn, you're going to hear it. If I'm here, you're still in audio range. I have to go that far up to not... Nope, you still hear it. Frickin' A, dude. How do I have you not hear this gunfire? Wait, seriously? Is it really that loud? 43 meters. Okay, yeah, that's like unplayable. It's just too loud. It's always going to get heard. It's not the end of the world if it gets heard, but I don't love it. Ah, okay. We gotta ignore you. Gonna save setup for the Pobot. I can't really get my Warmachine out easily. Actually, you can probably sprint through that and it's okay. I think she gets this kill no problem, and then can investigate that no problem. But I think it just is what it is, and someone's going to report that they've heard gunfire. And that's just me. And sucks to suck, but oh well. I don't think I have enough damage otherwise. Like, I mean, this is okay. But it's pretty... I mean, I have 2 brainworms, I guess. Do I really want to do that? I could. But no, I need to save one of them at least. Sorry, I'm really just, like, not making choices here. Okay, I'm gonna brainworm... I'm just gonna brainworm you because you're going first. Whatever, it's fine. I'm gonna go here and I'll shoot at you and it's gonna be crap. Okay. We missed, I'm not surprised. Okay, a bunch of enemies gonna start moving. Now the drones, again, do not talk with humans. They do not share status. You've ended your turn there already. You're clearly gonna be in range of this guy. Although with them being brainwormed, you don't really need to shoot them. Let's go get our loot from the loot box. Finally, we got a better sniper rifle. Wow, we have 2. Okay, that's wild. When it rains, it pours. I've been waiting for a better sniper rifle, and I got 2 of them at the same time. I got another... Is this actually a better one? I don't remember it being level 5 epic. Maybe I got a better suppressor here. And then whatever's in files that I can sell, who cares? So you are obstructed, but it's not terrible. You rolled a 17. I'm pretty sure we can deal with that. Unfortunately, Flush's cover bonus reduction does not work unobstructed. I want to save the minus armor for some other point in time. Like shooting the Pobot. Okay, 65 to hit. Come on. What are you doing? How? How did you get 1 in 3? 3 times in a row. That's a 1 in 27. That sucks. At least you rolled pretty well on initiative. They're always going to be stuck right here, I think. You rolled close. Okay, you went farther than Pobot did. Maybe Pobots have low move speed. I can see that being true. You shouldn't see anybody. Yeah, okay. So let's see. You rolled a 19. You are brainwormed. You're way too far away. Everyone else gets to go. Let's not aggro you. Would like you to die, but that's looking a little unlikely here at this point. Okay, do I still want to interference spike you to make sure you don't walk onto anything that I care about? I think yes, because you're gonna trickle alert onto other people. I think I'll just reload this gun. I'm actually going to keep my cover bonus as well in case things go badly. Okay, I think next turn I know what it looks like and it's going to go okay. Enough of my team goes before Theka that we're going to be fine, including Panther. Intruder reported. Okay, looks like these guys weren't sent. You were sent. That's fine. You're on the way. You are brainwormed. You suck at your job. This guy just cannot be hit. 45 to hit. I mean, I expected to get 1 most cases, you know. Just we go full auto here. It's gonna look decent enough. 3 can hear the gunfire. Ah, you can hear the gunfire. I want to be a little bit farther up so you don't hear me. That's fine. That should be enough. If I... Yeah, okay, so... I need to just do nothing. Yeah, I'm going to do a short yield because I can at least get some info that way. I'm going to want Tractor to reload and make this kill happen. 65 to hit. Please don't suck. I could do something like this. I could get much closer. Like if I'm legit like right here. I'm within 6 meters, so I'm guaranteed glance. If I'm here, it's still... Yep, within 6 meters, so it's guaranteed glance. Let's do that. Also, are they answering to some kind of buff? Yeah, okay, so Forced March pumped here. Which is... Yeah, that was the escalation. The escalation was 2 points for everybody. So that's going to be even more possible danger here. So guaranteed glancing it, also pretty good accuracy. I get 2 shots. You're basically guaranteed to die. Down you go. They're, of course, still walking up. That's fine. Next turn is going to be the big fanning play. I'll have to reload and then hit fanning all at the same time, but I'll have enough HP for that. It'll be fine. I will have enough. It'll be fine. Double check that you have the tools you need. Yeah, you have a fanning charge. It'll be fine. Okay. Delay you. Let's go ahead and claw this kill. Thank you for the buffs. Ah, you actually spotted me. I don't have a stun club charge. I have eye lasers, which, honestly, not terrible. I just gotta make sure I have the 2 AP I need to get over the wall here. But I can swing... Oh, I have no claw charges. Okay, I can basically, what? Stun club twice and hope it's good enough? That's not... That doesn't guarantee the kill. Is it walk up and eye strike? It actually might be stand behind this wall, eye strike him, and then... I mean, okay, let's see. If I'm here, I have 5 AP left, which means I have 3 AP not counting eye strike, which means if I melee, it's even fewer than that. Okay, I think the play is legit, like, be here, shoot the urban assault, and then stun him at the end, because you're still going to have to. Yeah, that's the play, I'm pretty sure. Okay, there's more guards over there. Annoying. Let's pop the stun just to, like, make sure I don't forget. Okay, cool. You're done for a turn. No one else is getting hit. That's fine. Great. But I'm hiding behind a bunch of things that should block a line of sight. So I should be okay. Because you're stunned, you can't share status. I can eye laser for free. It's 1 AP. Great. You're now also going to be... I should have waited. I should have delayed. Because the crit chance buff is going to only last for the remainder of this turn. So I'm wasting it. Mistakes were made. You're still hiding down here. This should be fine. I think we can just delay. Let these guys all move. You are suspicious now. You saw corpses, but you don't see me. Good start. You don't register the corpse that somebody else saw, but you register this corpse now. Okay. You're going to walk up. More drones required, more data required. Yeah, you saw corpses, now you're angsty. Hunt and seek. Would love to get into range for some shotgun blasts. That's looking a little unlikely, though. Alright. Well, the map is pretty well woken up. It's kind of wild I'm getting so many Assassinate missions. I feel like it's been really frequent. Alright. Do I have second Brainworm on Jackknife? I do, right? Yes. Okay. And he's also going to try to... Let's see. How long are you stunned for? I have one more turn of you on my team. Okay, I can deal with that. That's fine. Okay, so what's the play going to be? The play is... It'll be just enough to reload, spend 1 AP walking forward, and then fanning. It won't probably quite kill the Pobot, but you can see the initiative rolls aren't very high on these guys, so we should look honestly pretty decent. You are there, and it's fine. Tactical Surge is down for a bit. I think I don't need to stun the Pobot yet. But do I have a reason not to put this on cooldown and start this up? I'm going to Brainworm you almost... Yeah, I'm going to Brainworm you. Stunning the Pobot just seems worth it to make sure this is, like, completely not dangerous. This just seems like free real estate. Let's do this. Jackknife, I'm going to have you Brainworm the Shotgunner. Again, I think it's sort of free real estate. Nobody can hear gunfire anymore. I guess you can. I just don't really care if you do, to be honest. We gotta kill this guy at some point. Let's just do it. I don't care. You're gonna hear gunfire. You're gonna report me. I don't give a crap. Oh, not even. We're not getting any tally for it. Okay. You high rolled initiative? Oh shoot. He rolled a 20. He's just gonna be able to fight me. She's gonna take a lot of damage here. Ah, that sucks. I'm gonna roll for the 1 in 36 to be first. I'm not. Shoot, he high rolled initiative. Okay. I should have looked for that and used Atomic Stutter on him instead and hoped I had the damage for the Pobot. This is a problem. Thankfully, most of my team is in cover, so he will at least miss a little bit, but he gets 2 shots. Second one hits. Static is a bit injured. Depending on where people go, he might turn alert. He can't quite. Okay, you are real. You're real. You rolled an 11, though. I have very few tools up, so it's... I like this quite a lot. I like this quite a lot. Pobot as the primary target. Some damage to everybody else. The Russian needs to die at some point. This seems fine. I don't care that you hear the gunfire. You rolled a 13. Damage kind of sucks. Keep trying. That shred is good. Okay, well, you are stunned for this and next action. You are brainwormed for this next action. You are real. You've heard gunfire, and you are real. I could run out and use a single claw attack, but it won't kill. I don't see a reason to do that. So I'm not going to. You can end your turn. Alright, Panther. The important thing is... these two need to die. So I'm cutting the number of shots on my assault rifle to only have these two in the cone. Z-Rush needs to die this turn. This guy doesn't need to die right now, but someone's got to. Cabo is a little bit real also, but it's the Z-Rush that I care about, and I can get to pretty good sets here. Okay, that's important. That's someone who could have acted this turn. I'm going to have Tractor wait. I want to have Mago go do some damage, and then I will act. Alright. You're brainwormed, you have a shotgun. You've got 2 shots here. You suck at your job a lot. Alright, well... you got another turn here. Cabo is there at 16, then a lot of my team has not done well at initiative. Unfortunately, I can't do a ton about this. If I Tox Cloud, you go down by 2. Should bring you from 16 to 14, which gives Static a turn. I don't love that it's Tox Cloud, though. You're lower, though, so I don't care about anybody else, really. I have nothing else that I'm really in range for, so... I'm going to wait. Let's see what Tractor can do. And the answer is actually not much, I think. So, I'm not in an immediate rush, right? You're late. You're actually real. I think what I need is, like, legit just piss this guy a few times. Because everyone else on my team has rolled below in initiative, so I need this kill. The fact that everyone rolled low kind of sucks. Okay, 2 shots here seems okay. I'm kind of tempted to go for Flush just to lower his armor by more. And make the second shot do more damage. I actually might need it, weirdly enough. Guaranteed glance. Down he goes. Good enough, at least. That gives Jackknife some freedom. Right, this guy is still stunned. That guy will probably turn alert, but not be able to fight. You're too far away. You're too far away. You're brainwormed for the next fight as well. You're too far away. And then you're actually real. Okay, so this guy, he's the only guy that, like, actually remotely kind of matters. But realistically, the play is just walk up and shotgun somebody. You rolled a 13. I don't care. We're fine. Let's just shoot the gun. We got this box. We're going to grab this, this, and then come back for the exit. It's not going to be 12 turns, that's for sure. Managed to have another hour-and-a-half episode again, of course. Escalation, that's fine. We can deal. Okay, looks like the same setup again. Probably do want to actually Tox Cloud that. We can skip all the info. We're going to know what this is. Okay, stun is over on you. You're actually still not angry. That's wild. You're on the way. Okay. You're on the way. Please be useful. Please shred his armor. Okay, I mean, it's something. I would like you to shred the armor. They're angry because of gunfire. Makes sense. I would like to get static to safety. So what I want to do... Ooh, gosh, okay. 19... They can all see everything is the problem. What I want is to be able to Tox Cloud over here. Oh, gosh, you rolled 20. Yikes. Alright, I might want to... No, I really want the boxes. But the fact that I found level 5 sniper rifle in there means we're looking at some real drops. I can repeat the stun, by the way, but they're not quite in range, so I don't want to do that if I can help it. Minus from range is not great. Okay, if I go here, Yes, what I want is... Okay, I want static to get to safety. How she does that cleanly, I'm not sure just yet. Let's see. So, you act this turn, and then the reinforcements act. And then these guys go really early next turn, so I gotta hide from them somehow. But I also want to fight down this direction to dodge these guys, go through this crew, which is not easy, and then I can come out the other way over here, and I've dodged the enemies. Like, I would love to not fight for the bridge if I can help it. These guys have to die. These three have to die. And this has to be controlled somehow. Nervotalk Shell will control it. Right, Nervotalk Shell is going to completely wreck these idiots. As a 2-turn AoE stun, they're all going to group up like around here. And we should look decent. This guy needs a lot of help to be killed. That guy needs to die to, like, Tractor or somebody. Okay, so we're gonna... Yeah, like, this is a... So let's see. If I'm where Tractor is, this guy is 25 meters away, which means Tractor can take one step forward, reload the gun, and then Fanning, and probably all three die. And the next turn can do probably another reload Fanning or something, but she's also kind of in the middle of nowhere. This guy walks up, gets visual confirmation. This guy walks up, turns aggro, and then we get fought. And based on these initiative rolls, right, you're at 19. I guess Forced March at least ends, so they don't get bonus move points, but, like... Don't love this. Okay, so it's... We just have to get rid of this Pobot. You rolling a 19 kind of sucks, which means I need to stand here. And it's the best I've got. It's what I've got. So, let's see. You rolled a 19, which is better than what... No, she rolled a 20. That's still easier to kill, though, I think. We are not shredding. Okay, I'm going to throw a Tox Cloud out like this. It'll catch the guards as they run up. I think that is acceptable. I can delay, just to be sure. Let's see. Let's have you do a short yield. That goes after Jibo. That's scary. Really need you to die. Let's just take this shot. You're really not dead. You're at 20 next turn. Yeesh. Okay, I need the... Yeah, someone's got to use a good gun to get this. Let's just hide you in real cover to make sure I'm not getting blasted. I don't love it, but I think I kind of have to. Oh gosh, you have to reload as well? Okay, if I go to here, I have line of sight on you. 26 meters is actually an accurate shot for me. If I'm here, it tells me I have accurate. Right, if I'm here, I have a shot. Right, it tells me I have a shot. Okay. Then I'm going to walk there. I'm going to reload for 3 AP. And I'm going to shoot you for 2. Okay. There's that done. They're finding corpses. They're very angry. I understand that. But these guys need to die, and their initial rolls are way too good. So, it is reload the revolver. It is Fanning, and... That's what I came for. I think I would rather walk into cover than risk getting discovered, so... As much as I would like to reload here, that's just not a real possibility. These guys are going to run up to around here pretty easily on their turn. Everyone's behind cover, so... I'm just going to stand by our homie, and we'll see what this looks like over there. There's a chance they get up to here, I get spotted, but we should be okay. Like, it should be at least playable. You're on the way up. They're not in a rush. That's kind of good news, actually. Okay, you are in a rush. Whew. I'm not spotted, though. Alright. I'm feeling Tox Cloud makes a lot of sense here. I'm going to aim it kind of like that. I think that's fine. If I do it this way, I block myself. So I'm going to go this way. Let's see. What did you roll, by the way? You rolled low if I don't care. I'm aiming it over here to catch these guys on the way up. And we're going to all try to run down this way, which I think is playable. Alright. Probably got another 15 minutes in this, especially based on how many more reinforcements might spawn. For now, we're okay. You are debuffed. It's only going to be 2 turns of damage. Tactical Surge for the team. I think this is a turn where we're going to want it. I guess we'll pop it and then just see what happens down the line. I could shoot here. This actually seems kind of decent. This actually feels very effective to me. I think it's a good use of the assault rifle. You're going on 13. We can kill you. It's not gonna be a big problem. We'll go single target here. This guy needs to die. I'm wasting the move point. I have to make sure I step a little bit forward. Okay, I'll step there and then duck again. It's my Cyber turn. You're on the... Oh, he got... Okay, I think that was just a visual glitch. That was 6 AP. Yeah, so Pobots do not share status with humans, but I did not really account for these initiative rolls very well, so she can walk up and turn alert in a sec, which will be a problem. So I think it is Nervotox and stun the crap out of the 3 of you. That should be fine. It means no one shares status. You see a corpse. I don't care. You will not share alert status because you can't talk to them because they're stunned. You're going to walk up, but you also can't do anything. That should be enough for me to get some delays. You're on the way. Nice investigation, bro. You are on the way as well. Might have to do some initiative manipulation. We'll see. Okay, so this and next turn are... Okay, yeah, you're down for 2 actions. You're down for this and next action. You're not going to add a poison. It is what it is. Let's see. The Z edge is right here. He's going to take a little bit of poison damage, but he's not going to die anytime soon. He's at 18. Panther can interference spike and pre-compute it as needed, so that's going to be not a huge deal. I'm thinking... Let's see. Let me do some math. Let's see. So the Urban Assault can do 700 Ballistic and around 160 Pure for 3 AP, right? So 700 plus 175. We'll call it that. Okay, it's definitely more damage than the bat on a per, like, hit spacebar. And it gets slightly better on a per AP as well. I think this is more than 50% more on all strikes hitting. So that means I'm thinking I want to go use Urban Assault a lot. I want to put these 3 in the cone and shoot at them a whole bunch. You're suspicious, but we can deal with you later. Pobot first. Actually, probably that guy first. Won't change almost any of the outcomes. Except that I do need him to die, so I'm going to put more bullets at him. And then going again here seems acceptable. Okay. This guy's not stunned. This guy goes at 18. This guy's not stunned. I have a new Brainworm. You're suspicious still, so you might not even be too angry with me, but that seems a little suspect. I'm going to yield. I want to see if Tractor can do a big play here. So reload, and I'm thinking fanning on several is quite playable. So if I go, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use Trigger Vector so I don't get recoil on this. And then I'm tempted to look for this. It puts 4 in the fanning cone. It's not guaranteed to kill any one of them, but I think it'll look pretty good. So we put 2 into the Pobot. If we go here, 2 into the Grunt Captain is not really what I want, but it's not the end of the world. So if I go here, it's still... Yeah, so it's 2, 2, 1, 1. This is, I think, more or less ideal. You're going early, and you're going relatively early, and I think we can just dump damage into you. The other option is... Actually, this is better. 2 into you, 2 into the Grunt Captain, but not hitting the Pobot. So... 2 into the Z-Edge, 2 into the Grunt Captain. Yeah, I think that's the play. Other option is... Yeah, because I want 2 into the Z-Edge. Okay. We're, of course, not guaranteed these shots, but we'll see what happens. Okay. I have 3 AP left, which means I can... Let's see. You're still stunned. You're real. Pistoling you seems pretty bad. Let me yield back the Jackknife and see if you can shred the armor. Shot 1. Not quite. Shot 2. There's the shred. And I think, honestly, letting her reload the revolver and pistol once is correct. So I'm going to start running the team across the map so we can get down here. This guy's still stunned. You almost certainly heard some gunfire. I don't care. I'm not worried about you. You're too far away for me to have to worry about that. Let's start moving the team. You're done. Tractor. I don't think she can fail this. And if she does, don't worry. Other people still exist. So reload the revolver. And shoot the pistol for 1. And even glancing at kills, it was a real hit. Okay. No escalation, because everyone who heard anything that mattered is dead. Or stunned. Okay. Well, we know it's, guards being sent toward me, but nothing special otherwise. We could probably ditch you or bypass you entirely. At least we can come close to it. I'm going to run to here, which is going to be in range and behind cover so that she won't find me easily. You're still stunned for 2 actions. We're pretty chill for a while. I'm going to keep saving battery. Nice damage, nice shred. That was with decent armor, to be honest. Managed to shred every protection point there. Which means, guess what it's time for? It's time for claw damage. 187 health and low armor. That is absolutely what claws called for. Yeah, you are dying here. Thanks for 2 AP and a move point. Bye. Bye. Standing right there is going to be hidden. You can go run right past me, and I'm not going to care about you at all. Let's get this team away from all of the angriness. I think you're not going to be able to find anything. You're hanging out. Here's your reload. You're done. We weathered the storm. Basically, I'm going to put you here. That should be safe. I shall reload. I'll delay just in case something's freaking weird. Don't know why it would be. You duck. You're a bit close for my tastes. Panther can just about solo kill this, to be honest. I don't want her to generate any noise if I can help it. There's a suppressor here. A bunch of blueprints that I mostly just have to sell. I'm going to reload this and then be done. Let's see. Panther does have stutter if needed. Jackknife's going to reload. I think we're fine. This guy, I'm not worried about it. At least not right now. We get an escalation. It's reinforcements. Okay. Thought we could deal with that. We could deal with that. Cool. That's a lower quality group, which I'm happy about. Yield the Panther. Let him go for bat damage or sword damage here. We get 2 strikes. And then if I need to go for more initiative tools, I can. You can hear me. I don't care. You told me I could hit. Oh, wow. I really wasn't close. Okay, static can't guarantee this, so I'm going to go for the stun. You guys are really far away, so I'm not too worried here, but... Strike 1 looks pretty good. If it's not a glance... Okay, since it's not a glance, this is actually guaranteed for me. And you are too far away to truly threaten me. I'm going to choose to not be worried about this. Here, I'm going to throw this down as initiative bait. You're always dead every time. The thing to be afraid of, essentially, is if they run straight forward to get here, and they high roll initiative, and Panther rolls really low. He rolled okay, so we're probably fine, but let's go ahead and do our delays and see what we're going to run into. Okay, you didn't go that far. Yeah, okay. We're chilling. Yeah, they're not going nearly far enough for me to be afraid. Alright, let's run across. We have this to grab, and then we'll come down this way together. But everything's going to be sent towards these bodies permanently. And so we should be able to get into a spot where they just start dodging us. We're about done. Just going to look for all the loot. And we're good to go. Managed to outwit our guards as needed. We get reinforcements, but again, we know they're going to be sent, right? And so it is relatively likely that we'll be fine. Comms glitching out. You are definitely not going to see my Cyberknight. Let's get you out here towards safety. And yeah, the closest corpse is like here. And it's just not going to be that big of a deal. You're fine. Off you go. You're useless. Yeah, you're on like a regular patrol now. Grab this box. Is it anything good? Is it? Is it? Is it? We get a blueprint. We get another... Ooh, wow, level 6 armor even. Okay. Cool. Let's just wait, see what they all do. You're doing the same patrol route. You are also on a patrol route. Okay, fine. No corpses to blow up here, really. It's a little annoying. I think a Toxcloud actually does work here at this point. We gotta go all the way up here, then back. Sorry. I don't mind your patrol really at all. No, let's wait. Let's just do nothing. Let's put the whole squad in the same spot. We're okay for a while. Yeah, you're going that way. You're unfortunately going the way I don't want you to. Sucks to suck. Just gonna have you wait. Whole squad's gonna sit up here. Should be fine. We're gonna know where you're going. It's straight down there, so we're okay for a bit. I will turn that camera off. Do not love your movements. You don't matter. Although, okay, as you find corpses, they're gonna send people over, which is good news. Well, we failed the turn limit. But yeah, as they find corpses, it's a bunch of security events. So yeah, it's a bunch of tally, but it also means everyone's going to be sent here. And I can get past them. Which is what I want. Escalation may still be reinforcements again. But not the end of the world. I'm going to get myself, yeah, right here. And I'm going to turn this camera off. Actually, I'll hug... That should be fine. Kill this camera. I don't want them to be sent towards, you know, where we actually are, right? It's really the nice thing about body timers is, that is one thing I want to give some credibility toward, is, so talents like Body Bag, where all they do is prevent corpse discovery, you get to functionally block most of the would-be tally, but still get the event that sends the guards across the map. Which is, like, actually pretty useful. Let me double check some ranges, some move speeds real quick. 105. Yeah, she's at 114. So my best runner is the Warmachine. So let's let her run for this. I don't believe I need to be worried about you guys. So I'm just not going to, you know, be concerned. Just put you right there and it's probably okay. It's not guaranteed okay. But based on the fact that you guys are doing the same patrol and you ran down here, means you're probably doing the same. Also expect many, many guards going to be sent... you know, across the map now with the info that was just gained. So we're going to basically hold the middle here. Maybe even walk up to there. I wouldn't even mind that completely. Can I snap? No, I can't. That's fine. I think standing here is acceptable. I can pretty easily cover the area for my Warmachine. Similar here for Jackknife, although I think there's a bit more space to use Toxcloud here. Standing there looks fine. I want to make sure I'm not blocking this movement. It's going to be aimed pretty heavily like this. That should not block my movements ever. Venom Trap you because I can. Great. Good turn. You're hidden. Right. Everyone's hidden. They're back to hidden for the most part. I guess you're still spotted. We'll see if that ever goes down or not. You're back down to hunted. A little bit of damage. And of course, yeah, guards are being sent towards where the corpses were spotted. They're sending the Pobot. Don't love your patrol. You're still at spotted, you're still hunted. It's fine. Let's again let all the guards take their turn. Let them hopefully get out of the way. Yep, you are down there. That's good news. I believe, yep, you're doing that. Good. You're going to go run around and do stuff. You actually are kind of real. This Pobot, though, is not. So I'm going to brainworm you. Because you are someone that we actually have to get past somehow. And part of I'm going to do that, I think. Oh, wait, no, your patrol might turn you around. I got to be a little bit careful. Yeah, I'm going to hide, like, there. Well, let's wait for the Pobot to move. I should have been a little bit smarter about this. Okay, last box. Is it any good? No, I wish I didn't grab this. Oh well. It is what it is. Let's let the Pobot run away. Off you go. Cool. So I'm allowed to stand behind this barricade and it's fine. Don't think we need to kill these guys. Yeah, you're brainwormed. I don't care. I count as spotted, but you're brainwormed. Wait, that's not supposed to happen. Whatever. Let's hide you here. That seems fine. Okay. Bugs. Let's call it low priority. Brain wormed enemies. Still turn my mercs spotted. One brain worm. This guy at the start of the turn to run the CK and the Scourge past the vision cone. Note that they both turn spotted. Unfortunate. My understanding is they meant to directly fix that earlier today. Didn't quite happen. Damn, we're really at 2 hours again. That was not the goal. Thought it was going to be fairly quick. It did not end up that way. Try to hide behind the truck so I don't get turned around by these guys. Could definitely happen. Got to be a little bit careful. That'll be acceptable. I can pistol shot. I don't need a pistol shot, but might do it anyway. Yeah, that's clearly still spawning the cone. I might have to get the kill. I'm just going to shoot anyway. We'll see what happens. This might have been a little bit too risky, but I think I'm okay. Ooh, that's a really bad spawn point for me. Thankfully, it's not the tankiest enemies. They'll die to one set of fanning, but that puts a lot of pressure on me. Okay. You're looking around. You're basically looking around as well. Okay, you are brainwormed. I'm going to go strike this guy. Whack. That's a lot of damage. Holy moly. You're still chasing that down. Yep, you're heading back toward me. We're all undercover, so we're fine. I hit everybody, because I figured you're going to turn around like that, and it's what happened. I should wait and see whatever else happens. Let this Z-Rusher do whatever she's going to do. All you're doing is finishing that. Cool, you're dead to poison. That's good news for me. You are sadly not poisoned. You are only taking 70 damage. So, let's see. Let's go right here. You see me for real. My crit chance is going to be basically 0. Let's just claw 3 times. That should kill. Maybe even twice will kill. Nah, likely 3. That was a glance specially. Please don't glance. Okay, good. To print 1,000,000 action points. You're still brainwormed for this and the next turn. You're dead to poison. And we can... Ooh, we can't hide from you guys anymore because I delayed too much. Okay, I'm going to hide myself right here and see what happens then. This could absolutely get really, really bad. Wait, no. Hold on. If I do a short yield, do I think Tractor can reliably one-shot them? And if I'm there, can I use the pulse generator well? Not really, no. So the problem is, if Tractor goes for a fight, we all count as spotted. Now the problem is, Jackknife might get caught, and it's still crap. So what I think I want to... Man. Is your revolver full? I don't know. Shoot. I'm still going to go for the yield. Okay, the revolver's full. That's good news. So can I get all 3 of you in an attack cone? And have 3 AP? Because I only really care about the Z-Rusher. Is that a good enough range? 24, 23. No, that's not great. Okay, I'm going to put you here. It's fine for now. We'll see what happens, and hopefully it's not terrible. If this guy walks out and makes contact, we can stun him. Okay, you're doing that. That's good. Alright, maybe it's actually chill. Alright, it's actually chill. That's great. That's really, really good news for me. That is the easiest fanning of my life. Okay, so you're brainwormed. You're always dead. So I'm feeling like... I could Neurotox Shell. I don't really need to. I can't delay the right amount anyway. I'm just going to go here and shoot, is what it is. They all wake up and see me. Hello. Don't need to battle cut the Grunt Captain. Let's just shoot him twice. Okay, that's your armor down. You're angry, but again, you're dying to poison every single time. We can double check the counts. 125, you're dead. Yield, let's have Tractor get this. You'll hear the gunfire, but I don't really care. Let's fanning these idiots. Down they go. Alright, towards the exit. As we're waiting for some people to finish their movements anyway, we'll reload to be extra safe. In fact, I'll stand there so I can knife you next turn as needed. Again, you're definitely dead to poison. Alrighty, we're getting there. And then you, honestly, you might as well go for strikes here. You got nothing else going on. I don't think I was guaranteed. Yeah, let's make you easily crit. And then we'll claw you. Down you go. You're dead to poison. Reinforcements, we can get away from them. I'm going to start running for it. Oh, you have 1,000,000 action points. I'll put you here for now. I understand I can't get my entire team out just yet. At least I'm pretty sure of that. Ooh, shoot. Okay. Well, you're unfortunately kind of real. We can find ways to deal with that though. I have stutter and stuff, I think. And then everyone else easily makes it next turn, so we should be okay. I can run to here and stun you, right, every time. Stutter is up, it's clearly in range. I can hug a little bit farther back to make sure I'm not getting caught by anybody else. Oh no, you saw me. Anyway. I have stutter, or I have tactical surge next turn, which is good. Just kind of run the entire team over here and it's fine. I don't expect any more angst. This guy could theoretically be dangerous. I just think it's really unlikely for that to be true. We'll get the team out. Panther rolled really poorly in initiative, so, you know, there is a chance things go badly. You're finding corpses, but you're so far from me that I don't care. I have interference spike for Overwatch if super needed. You are stunned. Tractor gets out. You can investigate, it won't matter. You're just doing a patrol. You're hunting, I don't care. You found nothing. You did go toward me. But you didn't go close enough. Alright. Panther, who had tactical surge up, turns out was the last one to go. I'm covering our escape with quantum countermeasures. Let's ride. Wrong guy, but whatever. Everything's wrapped up nicely. Target did not have a good night. We were too fast. We're the greats. We finally have a better sniper rifle. We have a bunch of stuff we can sell otherwise. Turns out it was like that third box. Oh yeah, and this armor might be worth it if you get enough move speed mitigation. We'll check how our loot is looking, and then otherwise, next episode will be trying to set this up to some degree. Also want to make sure this looks good for this legwork. That'll be going as well. So, as for our new armor, we got the Northwind's X Core, and it's only a -15, which is really not that bad. In fact, let me show... Yeah, so now I can show things that I'm currently using as well. So I believe I'm using this. And so if I want to compare what I'm currently using to the X Core, am I using a -15? Yeah, I'm using this right now. That's on my Cybernite. So if I compare to the X Core, I lose a lot of initiative, sure, but I get even more armor and whatnot. So I'm like really tanky. I basically just won't take damage anymore. Going from taking 25 to taking 20 damage is take 20% less damage, which is a meaningful line of text. Is it worth the -3 initiative? I'm not sure. But if I can stomach the initiative mod, this is really tanky. It's good enough for that. Other consideration is... Got my new sniper rifle. Let me unequip the mods off of this so it's a more apt comparison. So Street Scout compared to the Outlaw Long Sight. Finally an improvement here. 1 accuracy, about 50% more damage, double the shred, 10 meters of both optimal and max range. Instead of stealth critting for 3x, it stealth crits for, I guess it's only a little bit more, 3.34x. So I stealth crit for 10% more damage, but I do 50% more damage before then. And I have 10 meters more range for 13 meters more noise, which is very, very, like, completely reasonable. Which means, of course, I'd rather grab this guy. And, I also got a new suppressor. Is it better? No. Clearly, this is just inferior to this other one, which suppresses better and takes less damage off. So we suppress, have no spare body mods. I do still have this extra scope. And so what I've got is a noise of 30, a range of 45, and still a boatload of damage. Yeah, we take those. This looks pretty good. Other one will be sold at some point, but I'm not in a rush to do so. Face finally gets the +2. Yeah, I already got the baseline influence for corporal contacts. What I want to go for is cooldown and baseline influence here on front line of Co-Conspire. That way I can start bumping up my doctor contacts by more, which is good. Double checking my... Yeah, my heat's too high, so Vertigo's not offering missions, but I can bump Street Wetware, and that will allow me to get better stuff going on down the line. At some point, that'll be available. Yeah, need to get heat level 75, which is doable with this counter rental pod, of course. Okay, I'm going to stop here because I want this dialogue to be part of the next episode, and that's all I've actually got on deck right now is this mission. I think we'll be running it with the squad. Should look good overall. We'll get, the free training XP. I will probably end up letting this bench be done so that we can go run the mission with extra XP coming through. That's all going to be there. And then, yeah, we'll keep going towards upgrading the barracks as best we can as well. All right, thanks for watching. Sorry for the 2-hour episode. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.